guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Agatha and I'm back with another video. For my new subscribers, thank you so much for being here and welcome to my space. For my returning subscribers, thank you so much for the continued support. I never take that for granted. Today we're going to be discussing about how you can take charge of your life. I'm excited about this topic, and if you are, make sure you don't go too far, and see you in a bit. Before we continue, have you subscribed to my channel? If you haven't, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for subscribing. Shall we continue now? You have decided to finally take charge or take control of your life, but you don't know where to start, right? Well, let me give you some direction. I know it's not everything. The points that I'm going to give out here, they're just a few of I know there's a lot that you can do, but this is going to give you at least some direction on where you're supposed to start. And I would start with create a habit, a habit of being proactive. And what do I mean by that? I mean, just understand that you are a product of your own decisions, not your own circumstances. I mean, if you understand that, you are now able to take control or take responsibility of your actions as a person. Let me tell you in which way. When you listen or you hear other people talk about a particular thing, you don't want to just listen to them and make judgment from what they're saying. You go ahead and find out the entire truth by yourself. You go and search it yourself, because you understand that you don't want to hear it from anyone else. Way of showing that you are proactive is just to pause before making any judgment or responding to someone. Just pause and look at your values, look at your goals before responding to anybody. Make sure you look at those things before you say anything to anybody. Stop to waste time on things that you cannot control. And yes, I'm a victim of this because I worry a lot about a lot of things. And knowing about being proactive and how I can use it to take control of my life or to take charge of my life, this of course has helped me as a person to kind of stop worrying about things that I cannot control and things that I cannot change, by the end of the day. Number 2, listen to understand. Please listen to understand. I know listening is a skill that many people do not have, and let me tell you why. I have taken my time to review conversations with people, and I've come to realize that there are very few people that listen to understand what you're saying. Most people listen to just respond to what you're saying. And how do I know this? Because I've been talking to people, and instead of them responding, if I had asked a question or I asked their own opinion, they are asking questions for me to answer them, And I've come to realize that many people do not listen to understand. They listen to just respond, It's a skill that you can learn with time and become good at it. So personally, I don't really respond as fast. If you have interacted me on a personal level, you will know that I don't respond very fast. I take my time to understand where you're coming from, to understand the context in which you are speaking from. And when I understand that, now I'm able to respond to you. So yeah, how you can do it, just be intentional about it. Be intentional about listening and have your full focus when you're listening to someone. And that way, you are going to understand what they're saying. I hope it makes sense. Number 3, understand that saying no, it's a complete answer. You don't need to explain. No is a complete answer. If you don't want to do something, you don't just have to say yes to impress. No, say no. You're the one who is in charge of your life. When you say no to certain things, and sometimes there are so many people. I'm not saying that you're supposed to not listen to advices or other people's opinions. No, listen to that, of course, but you are the person to make the decision. Why? Because you have to prioritize some things, because if you don't, how will you keep your sanity? You have to prioritize some things for sure so that you can keep your sanity. So yeah. Number 4, be open to new opportunities. And I know in the previous video, we said you are supposed to say no if something doesn't align with your goals or your principles. Yes, but don't let that get in the way, and don't let it escalate to a point where you are blind to new opportunities, new adventures, new experiences, and all that. Be open to new opportunities. Now, when you get an opportunity, you are supposed to weigh it. Make sure you weigh it and ask yourself, well, is this something that I want to do? Because it has to come from within. It has to come from you. If it's something that you want to do, or it's something that you're willing to give a try for the first time, well, go ahead. Don't let saying no get out of hand and blind you from getting into new adventures and new opportunities. Number 5, stop taking things personal. Yes, I just said that. I know many times when someone says negative things about you, you take it personal and think to yourself, why did they say that? Did they hate me that much? Or, you kind of ask yourself a lot of things. You get angry, you get yourself worked up, you get stressed out and all those kind of things. You're not really supposed to take things personal. And I know this because personally, I've worked on that sector of me to a point where I don't really take things personal because, number one, you have your own opinions, and sometimes people do not say things they mean. It might interest you to know that sometimes people just say things because it's the reflection of who they really are. It's not about you really. Sometimes when someone says something negative about you, look at them and think to yourself, well, you don't know me in person, and if you knew me in person that way, you wouldn't know me enough to know that I'm this bad. So yeah, basically, don't take things personal. Personally, don't take things personal. I take things so lightly. I really have made peace with that. Number 6, strive to empower and learn from others. And what I mean by this is, when you learn something, make sure you tell people, show people how you do. Show people your ways. Don't be selfish with your ways. I've seen people that know a certain skill, but they don't want to show people really because they think maybe they're going to benefit from that skill, or they're going to surpass them in one way or another. People are jealous out here. I hope it makes sense. Last but not least, make sure you have your own affirmations. Say it to yourself, some positive affirmations like, I know I can do this. I know I'm strong. I know that it's possible, Say positive things to your life, because if you don't say these things, your confidence, your self-esteem, they're going to be low. Why? Because you're not even believing in yourself, and you're not speaking life to yourself, So you're supposed to say these things so that you can improve all that. When you improve your confidence and your self-esteem, you are able to take charge of your life. You don't let other people's opinions, other people's advices, anything from other people affect you on a personal level. You don't let that happen. So yeah, basically that is it with the video. I hope you guys have learned something, or you have taken something home. And if you have, tell me in the comment section what was your takeaway from the video. And make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, and see you in the next one. Until then, take care. Bye.